Good morning, guys. It is Jordan with the BetLockr, and welcome on into our Week 3 NFL free picks video. Can't believe it's Week 3 already. Seems like just yesterday we were anticipating the season to start, and now we're already 6 quarterbacks down and a whole new look NFL, just like every year. So it goes by fast. I know it's only Week 3, but we're going to blink, and it's going to be halfway through the season, and we're going to be wondering and just already hating life that football's almost over. But having said that, we still have a lot of weeks left. Um, but yeah, just before we get started in our free picks, I do want to just say we crushed last week. We went 7-3 overall. We were 6-2 on Sunday, and then Monday night we took a stab on both Monday night games. We went 1-1 there, giving us to 7-3. That is picks given on our site and our Discord. So we do see those late line movements or early morning before kickoff, some key injuries that we're seeing or key matchups are like, oh my gosh, you guys need to jump on this. And we give those in Discord because that's the best in real time. 2 days ago, one of our members, he went, and I said this in my college free picks video, he went 6-0 in MLB, and he gave out all of his picks in Discord, and some of the guys tailed in there, and it was awesome. It was a great night, and that's what I had envisioned with the Discord. Obviously, no one's a stranger to it, but it's just like brains, like minds talking about bets and talking about what they're seeing, what they like, and then telling them, and then either winning together or losing together. But it's been nothing but winning these last 3 weeks. So it has been awesome. That does come with your membership when you do join the betlockr.com. You get all of our picks, access to our Discord, and our DFS cheat sheets, everything, which is a lot. And it's been a lot of winning lately. So you're going to want to jump on those. Anyways, let's dive into this free pick. So this free pick is, spoiler alert, right here, the Chargers -3. Justin Herbert is looking awesome. He's already thrown for 560 yards, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. And just like, when you think you've gotten a handle on who to guard, on which receiver to guard, like Lad McConkey, then he throws to Keenan Allen. And then when you start guarding Keenan Allen, then he throws to Quentin Johnston. And then he has tight ends, outlets. Omari Hampton's looking actually better than I thought. He had one fumble last week, but that's going to happen. He's a rookie. They're going to fix that pretty quickly. And then just when you feel like you have Omari and Hampton figured out, they have Najee Harris. And I don't know, people didn't like him at Steelers, but I loved him. He was a tough runner. He's a big body, and he can get some goal line, like real goal line touchdowns. So they have a lot of offensive weapons. But when you take that and you watch last game against the Raiders, maybe it was because of the Raiders offense, but I feel like the Raiders offense is actually pretty good. Their defense looked great too. Their secondary was shutting down receivers. And Broncos do not have those wide receiver weapons like the Chargers have. And I'm really targeting, I had to find out angles and figure out which angles I wanted to take this week in NFL because the matchups and everything, nothing like crazy jumped off the page. But one thing did jump off the page is there are some teams that are undefeated that are coming to their home opener and they're looking great and they're going to want to win that first game at home. So this is one of them. So Chargers -3. I know Broncos defense is great, but Pat Surtain, their best defensive player, he tweaked his ankle last week. He says he's fine. I don't care what you say. If there's any inkling in your feet or your legs or anything like that, your toe, Joe Burrow, sorry about that, you're not going to be 100%. So if that guy's not 100% locking down one of their best receivers, who's it going to be? And if they do lock down one of the receivers, Justin Herbert has 15 other weapons to throw to, and he can use his legs himself if he really wants to. So I love them at home. I love their home opener. They've looked great on the road both times, and I look for them to get an easy win this week at -3. And I feel like that's why the line is so small, is because people do believe in these Broncos. And that's great, but they should have lost the first game. They did lose the second game, and they got some things to figure out while coming into the Chargers finally being at home, looking to crush this week. So that's a free pick. And if you've stayed this long, and if you happen to watch my college free picks video, I'm being a little cryptic and I'm giving out extra plays, which I love. So if you stayed this long, like and subscribe. It does help. I truly appreciate it. but because of it, you get extra plays too. So this week, also, I do like the Seahawks -7. If it is -7.5, buy the extra point. And if you want to hear my whole reasoning on why you need to buy extra points, go watch my college free picks video. It explains why they need a whole extra score to cover half a point. There's no such thing as half a point. There's no such thing as 1 point in the NFL or in college or in football. I guess 1 point technically if they run. Who cares? You need a whole extra score, either a whole extra field goal or a whole extra touchdown. That's me rambling, but go ahead and check out that. So, extra bonus free pick Seahawks -7. Buy that extra point. Their defense is looking awesome. Spencer Rattler is going to be trying to throw there. He is not going to be able to. Seahawks Stadium is called the 12th man for a reason, and the Saints are awful on both sides. And I feel like Sam Darnold's going to be able to throw at will over there. Jackson Smith-Njigba's looking great. They got that dual threat in the running backs. I feel like Seahawks crush them this week. So go ahead and lock in bonus pick Seahawks -7. And then your second bonus pick is going to be hot take Raiders +3.5. This line is already starting to move. So I recommend jumping on it as fast as possible. I've seen it 3.5 some places. I've seen it 3. I've seen it 2.5 some places already. So the theory being is Washington starting Marcus Mariota. They're hurt in a lot of spots. They're hurt in offense. They're hurt in defense. And Raiders are coming into town, and they are pretty mad at what just happened on Monday night at home. And Pete Carroll's great coach, and Geno Smith is going to want to prove something. He always does, and he always is going to. Their offense still looked okay, even against Chargers' crazy secondary. They still were getting the ball out. Ashton Johnson was looking okay, but I feel like 3.5. I mean, it depends on what the line is. If you can get it at 3.5, jump on it as fast as possible. If you can get it at 3, still jump on it. If it starts to get to 2.5, maybe just don't touch it. But that's going to be our bonus pick. If you can get that line early, Raiders +3.5. Look for Marcus Mariota to throw some picks. He's going to be rusty, and I don't care if he's at home. I think that they cover this. They don't have, just like my theory last night when I took the Dolphins, they don't have to win. They just have to cover. That's it. So, bonus picks Seahawks -7, Raiders +3.5, and the Chargers is our main free pick at -3. Another little snippet I wanted to give real quick is, and I forgot to put it in the college free picks video, but I want to give it here. If you're going to take overs, get on them early. If you're going to take unders, take them late. And the reason being is the public always takes overs, especially at the end. No one likes taking unders. I get it. Unders are winners until they're not. My historic saying, and I throw in Discord and we're all laughing, ha 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 ha. It's always under until it's over. And that's true. But the public sentiment, especially with this prop betting now, so legal and everyone can do the prop betting, no one wants to take an under. Everyone wants to take an over. And that's rightfully so. You don't want people to do bad. You want them to root for scores and all these yards and offensive firepowers, whatever. My point being is, if you're going to take an over in a game on anything, take it early and as early as possible. And then if you're going to take an under, take it as late as possible, right before kickoff, because that line moves historically for the over right before kickoff always. So, not always. I mean, not every single time, but I would say probably 95% of the time that's what happens because the public pushes that line to the over and then it's too high. So that's my little tidbit. I know that has nothing to do with our free picks, but I do want to just throw that out there because I like to educate my viewers because I know a lot of my viewers and a lot of my members are new to betting. So want to throw that out there as well. Thank you so much for you guys' support. Go to TheBetLockr.com, become a member. We have 5 picks this week that are going to crush in college. We have 5 extra picks that are going to crush in NFL. You could see our record last week. It proves itself. And we have our DFS cheat sheet out already for DraftKings. I had the 3 top stacks needed. I had the 1 stack that won the Millie Maker last week. You still got to know how to mix and match them. You still got to exploit spots depending on what contest you enter. But that's the love of the game. It's you playing chess against other people. That's why we love it. It's an addiction, and the anticipation of it is great. So, anyways, betlockr.com, become a member, like and subscribe. We'll see you guys.